fine. That is cool. Trying to see. I need to fix the sound. Trying to see. Yeah. Yep. I need to fix the sound. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. I need to fix the sound. Gotta share the link, obviously. Gotta share the link. Gotta, share the link. It's actually pretty fucking cool. Not gonna lie. It's like basically the live podcast. Damn, look at my record. Last 3 games, L's. that's crazy. Nah, yeah, we gotta switch it on the TV though. Know what I mean? FC25 streams. FC25 streams. FC25 streams. We got one live viewer right now. Let's go. What I'm talking about. Every game it's like hell no. Hell no. Hell to the no, no, no. I know this shit clear in the air. Yikes. Yikers. Let's go though. How is that not? Man, making silly mistakes right now. Like stupid mistakes. What you mean, boy? Get the fuck out of here. You got one live viewer right now. Yo, gaming live is a beast, boy. Ironically obvious. Like, what the fuck kind of name is that? Man, gotta defend, man. Like, if you don't believe you can win these games, why are you even playing? You can't defeat anybody. I'm telling you. Now you're exposed. So make less mistakes and you win. Really simple. Whoever makes less mistakes, however they choose to play. Come on, you gotta bury those. Bury those. Bury those. Come on. Gotta. Yeah, so no sound, no copyright issues. Gotta. Yeah, so no sound, no copyright issues. Gotta. Yeah, so no sound, no copyright issues. Come on, you gotta bury those. That's what I'm talking about. Go on, dog. Man. You know what I'm talking about. You gotta cut them open. Hey, everybody knew you were going on your left, bro. Everybody knew that. How you missed that? How you missed that, Brody? Ah! Ah! Come on. Pressure on. Come on. Just to turn up at different moments. You know, you just learn. Look at when this motherfucker gotta show up to the game. You knew I was about to take it. 6-5. Nah, that ain't it. Oh shit! I got relegated. Fuck. Nah, Division 1 is fucking hard, but it's cool though. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. The streams be so prevalent. The streams be so prevalent. Let's go. Man, you really have to be in front of this shit for a minute though. You know what I mean? Like, you really have to. Another one. Another one of them games, huh? Another one of them games. Another one of them games, huh? I be whistling a lot. I gotta talk while I play, I guess, cause like stream's gonna be boring if I don't talk, right? So yeah, I get it. But it's hard to multitask sometimes, you know. Gotta talk yourself through. You gotta talk yourself through the streams, through the games, whatever you're doing. Yikes! Yikers! Let's go though. That is not a foul, man. What are you doing? Ah, ah. That's what I'm talking about. You crowded. Tough games, boy. Tough games. Like everybody's good online, man.
What if your next lottery ticket could change your life in an instant? Do I get no fee? The ninth straight season, Ocho, that the MVP doesn't have a tattoo. Shea, Jokic, Embiid, Giannis, Harden, and Russ. Russ won the MVP in 2017. He got tattoos in 2020. Is there a correlation, anything going on? Should we deduce anything from that, Ocho?
No, it has nothing to do with it. Some people love the artwork. Some of it has meaning to it, not just tattoos just to be having them. Really has no correlation at all. Outside of that,
I agree. I mean, some people love tattoos. They say tattoos are addictive. They say once you get one, you're gonna want 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
yeah.
That's what I hear. Everybody that I don't know if I've seen someone, Ocho, with just one tattoo. Normally you have multiples.
Yeah. I have 44 myself. Outside of that, all of them have meaning. Obviously,
Right.
Kids, family, scriptures from the Bible.
Imagine had those things wrote in white ink so I could read them.
You can see him. You can see him. This is. You call me black? I'm not that dark. I'm not that dark. Especially right now with the light. You can probably.
I mean, it's like taking a Sharpie writing on a piece of charcoal.
You see him clear.
Oh my god, man.
I know simply.
You don't have no tattoos?
I don't.
You scared of needles?
No.
So why you don't get none?
Man, I'm 57 now. I think it's a bit late now, Ocho. You should have got me when I was 17.
Man, it don't matter how old you are. If you want
Ish.
tattoos, you get them. Hey, you know you can get your big back piece. You get your big back piece, they gonna put you to sleep, so you don't got to feel the pain.
When I go to sleep, I'm trying to go to sleep. And when I wake up, I want to be in the morning. I ain't going to sleep for no damn tattoo. I didn't wake up at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. That ain't happening.
But they can listen, you can time it to where you get put to sleep at 7, 9 o'clock. I know you go to bed early.
So you let me get this man. So my first tattoo, you wanted to be a back piece.
Like, I'm talking about the whole thing, like everything. Like everything. You can put all your dog. You can put Teddy. You can put Titus. They can, you know, get your family.
Jay, Killian, Talking
Yeah.
Man,
You know,
Titan, Taz, Tarzan.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, I wanted a tattoo. I wanted a tattoo when I was in high school, and my mom told me no. She said, when you graduate, you can get one.
Right.
Hell, I graduated, I ain't want it. I wanted it when I was a junior.
Okay.
Because all my homeboy, everybody was getting them. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get me a tattoo. No, I ain't want a tattoo. I wanted my ears pierced. That's what I wanted, though, Joe. Ears pierced. I ain't really never wanted no tattoo.
Right.
I only thought about it once. I thought about getting my grandmother's name across my chest, but I know how adamant she was about doing. Say, son, boy, don't mark up your body. Yes, ma'am.
Well, you got any tattoos?
No tattoos, man. I'm like, my mom ran a strict household, man. They from the Caribbean. She's from Trinidad.
How you miss that?
Inside my head, if I got a tattoo, I got my ears pierced my freshman year of college. Once I left the house, and she was so mad, but you know, I said no.
Okay.
I don't want to mess with mom.
No facial hair, no earrings, no tattoos, Ocho. You know, I gotta keep it right. I gotta keep this patch, though. You know, I gotta keep the patch so back.
Hey,
Yeah, I gotta keep it so back.
Yeah, I think you should turn over a new leaf, huh? You might as well. You might
At
as well
57,
try something different.
I'm about to be 57 in a month.
Hey, you try something
And
different.
plus, my skin, Ocho, as you know, as you start to get older, your skin gets thinner. You lose some of the elasticity. It doesn't hold as much water as it once did, and it tears easy.
You'll be
That's
all
why
right.
if you notice when older people, as they start to get older, they tear easy, they bleed, you know what I'm saying?
I want you to understand something. Now, we talk about black folk.
Man,
We talk about our skin.
this shit is crazy,
Black
boy.
don't crack. Now, I understand what you're saying about the elasticity and the water not holding, but you're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine.
I am, because I ain't gonna have no tattoo.
Hold on, you keep saying 57 like you just, oh my goodness, oh my God.
I said I'm about to be 57 in a month.
That's not that bad. That's not that bad.
Well, I don't think anything changes in the next 5 weeks, Ash. I don't think.
Like, oh, you on that Gary Braca, like, life performing, like, you know, that you know, spin your blood, put it back in your body, keep yourself fresh?
Nah. I haven't done that. I heard about that. That's, you know, well, theoretically, a lot of endurance athletes do that. That's called blood doping, where they take a pint of blood out, they spin it, and they you know, they put it, you know, put that little thing up in, put that up in there, and put it back in there, you know. Now, if you added more oxygen to the blood, but no, I've never done that. Okay, Ocho, let's revisit the Pacers Kings trade. The Pacers received Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, Tristan Thompson. The Kings received DeMontis Sabonis, Jeremy Lamb, Justin Holiday, a 2023 second-round pick, and a family-size bag of potato chips. Holiday, I think, if I'm not mistaken, isn't he with the Rockets now? I don't know who that 23 second-round pick was. The bag of chips have been long eaten. Jeremy Lamb is dating the owner's daughter. So, the Pacers won that trade.
Absolutely.
Pacers won the trade.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Look, Sabonis is a very good player. Were you a teammate of his, Roy?
I was not a teammate. I was like there before him, 2 years before.
Vernon, why wait for payday? Install it now.
Okay. Look, Ocho, people don't realize how tall he is. Sabonis is 7'1".
Yeah.
People don't realize how tall he is. I mean, people think he's 7'1". His dad was 7'3". Buddy Hield, that we know, he's all of a sudden, he's with the Golden State Warriors now. Tristan is back in Cleveland. Look, Sabonis was an all-star player, but Halliburton and what he's been able to do.
Yeah, man. He's emerged to be one of the best in the game, huh? when the
He
best
does a great job of distributing the basketball, Ocho, and he's not a high turnover guy. He's a prototype. I love him when he's aggressive. Roy, when Reese is aggressive, because sometimes I think he's settled. Sometimes I think he's trying to get people involved. You know, he's a prototypical old school Magic Johnson, Stockton, Jason Kidd type of a point guard. He's really not looking to score. But when he's looking to score and put pressure on the defense, man.
Hey, can I say something about last night? And
Yes.
I just want you to think about this.
Yes.
He had an opportunity to tie the game towards the end with the clock running down. He said, I'm gonna dribble behind the arc like a kid at an AAU basketball
Yo,
game.
I'm
He
just,
even shot up
man,
in the bounce.
like,
If everybody should have played the lotto last night if you were a Pacers fan. Because luck was running through everybody's veins, including Brother Halliburton.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But normally, Roy, in the rule of thumb, you go for the win on the road, you go for the tie at home. I say that, go for the win. You have nothing to lose. You're going to go back home to Indiana at some point and, play 2 games at home. So you would want to, go for the win and split the first 2 games. But I say the pace at which the Pacers play allows them to have the freedom and the fact that they, like you said, don't turn the ball over as well. That's icing on the cake. And then they spread the floor out so well. I feel like the only real post presence really is Pascal Siakam. Miles Turner can pick and pop. That allows Halliburton to get to the paint. But it's like a real good cohesive group. It was a perfect storm though too. Like I think Brunson getting those fouls in the middle of the third quarter when Demhard and TJ McConnell, like again those role players that are attacking him at all points, they don't allow him to take possessions off. They try to get him in the pick and roll to switch, or they try to push it in one-on-one in transition and get right to the hole and see if he's going to either try to contest and potentially foul or give up the layup. It was a perfect storm for the Pacers last night.
Yeah, and the thing is, they play with such pace as you mentioned, and so now, knowing that Tibbs only want to play like 7 guys.
Yeah.
And he wants to play them 44 minutes. Playing 44 minutes at the pace in which the Pacers play, you're asking an awful lot.
Yeah.
And you're right, Roy. When they keep attacking, they're like, look, we're not gonna let him rest. TJ, don't you let him rest. We know what he is offensively, so we want to attack him when he's on the defensive end to try to take some of that bite out of those legs.
Yeah, he also had those 7 turnovers too, so it's wearing on him. And I feel like, Tibbs, like you said, is known for playing a very short lineup. If this thing gets to a game 7, I don't know if those Villanova, all 4 of those Villanova Knicks are going to be able to be available to play if there is a game 7.
So where would
I'm not wishing injuries on anybody. I hope everybody stays healthy. But it's just history has shown that Tibbs teams kind of the players kind of fall off a little bit because I feel like they was worn out.
Look, DeMonte Sabonis, because basically it's Sabonis and Halliburton. Tyrese has been an all-star for a couple of years. Sabonis has been an all-star for a couple of years. Halliburton won a gold medal. I think Sabonis was on the Lithuanian team. They didn't win any medals. But this trade is not worse than with the Clippers getting Paul George and giving up Shea and Gallinari and 5 first-round picks and 2 pick swaps. That's a worse trade than this one.
My friend recently asked me for some money and I was like, why aren't you using Empower? When I get cash and my paycheck is gone, I just use Empower and you should too. They can send you up to $300 instantly so you and your friends can enjoy the moment without worrying about borrowing money from anyone else. Plus, with no late fees, no interest, and they don't do any credit checks, it's stress-free and my payments are scheduled for my next payday. So I don't have to worry about keeping track.
Everybody probably thinking
you can actually do it in Premiere.
If you're looking to make proper slow motion footage with either 30 frames, 60 frames, or 120 frames, this is how you can change it to match a 24 frames per second sequence. I normally start by sorting my footage by frame. If you're looking to make proper slow motion footage with either 30 frames and then set the frame
ideas and then see how cool they look, but if they are not motivated in any way, your transitions are going to look like everyone else's. For example, even if you have your subject look at the direction that you're whip panning, it makes it feel like they're in control of that world. Transition number 2 is to use a graphic match cut. What that means is to have the subject match the same shape or position in both your shots. So if your shot had something
object, but also the same shape. Even matching the position of the artist would work, especially in the dance sequence. If you combine this with action match cut, which is matching the same movement, then you've got something that looks absolutely epic. Cut the 2 shots together and boom, you're winning music video editor of the year. Don't quote me on that. I'm not responsible if you don't, but I hope that you do. Using slow shutter footage is a great way to glue your shots together, and it's an effect that's been used a lot recently. All you have to do is turn your shutter down on your camera, point it at something like neon lights or LED lights, hit the record button, and then slap that clip between but on top of your 2 shots that you want the transition to happen. Change the blending mode to whatever you think looks cool, and you've got a cool, gritty transition. The best part about this, along with the previous 2 transitions, is that it doesn't matter what kind of camera that you shoot this on.
I wonder how that would look like. Overlays are a great way to add some grittiness to your video, especially marker overlays. In this case, I'm grabbing some from Envato Elements because they have a wide variety of film marker overlays that I can easily download, slap into my timeline in less time than it takes to finish the sentence. All I'm doing is lining up the overlay between my 2 shots and changing the blending mode to something that looks good.
And if you want to get sick assets like this, you can get your first month of Envato Elements for only $9, which is 70% off. And it's as easy as looking up what you want, going to the clip that you want to download, and just hitting the big shiny download button. And there's always so many options on Envato Elements.
Speaking of overlays, you can use other types for different themed music videos. For example, glitch overlays. Again, I'm grabbing mine from Envato Elements and slapping it right on top of my 2 clips. To add some variance, you can also use the glitch overlay footage as a matte so that your footage will also flicker. In this case, I used another glitch clip that I got from this pack, and then I chopped near the end of my first clip that I want to transition from, and I added a track matte key effect on that. Changed the matte to the glitch clip and the composite using to matte Luma. Now you've got a more intense CRT glitch transition. Having an object wipe through frame in the foreground makes a great way to transition into another scene. All you have to do is mask the object that covers the frame, and you can do this in your favorite video editor as long as it allows masking. In this case, I'm using Premiere Pro. Go frame by frame and erase the areas that your object doesn't cover. Now slap your second clip underneath that, and you've got a seamless transition that happens before you know it, like a ninja attack. We should call this the ninja transition. You're right, let's not call it that. The strobe transition can either be done in camera by having the light strobe, or it can be done in the edit by playing with the brightness. All you have to do is apply your favorite effect that can adjust the brightness of a shot, and in this case, I'm using Lumetri Color in Premiere Pro. I like to apply this to an adjustment layer so that I can chop it up and sprinkle it on top of your 2 transitioning shots. You could also do just a single white flash by keyframing the brightness so that it feels kind of like a flashbang. A great way to motivate this is if someone is taking a picture in the shot, I don't know, maybe like paparazzi, and then the flash is going off and the flash transitions into the next shot. Let's act it out. No, please. I'm in the middle of my morning coffee. What kind of acting is that? Next up is the opposite of the white flashing strobe effect, which is the black flashing effect. A super easy way to do this in your favorite editor is to simply cut away some frames between your 2 shots. It's a variation of the previous transition, but adds a level of intensity, usually in darker themed music videos. The inverted color flash is another variation to the previous transition in which you simply invert the colors or change the hue of it. You can mix and match them for something truly unique, but I like to have something like the color balance HSL effect applied to an adjustment layer, keyframing it so that it keeps changing color, and then chopping it up. Then apply an invert effect to another adjustment layer and have that happen in the moment that it transitions. Anyone who watches your music video who might be feeling a little drowsy will instantly wake up when they see this, like an espresso shot. Maybe we can call this the espresso shot transition. I gotta stop. Finally, we have a transition that combines 2 effects that I use a lot in After Effects, the wiggle effect and the echo effect. This transition I haven't personally seen used before, but I thought it would look pretty sick, and it's really easy to do. Now you will need After Effects, so if you have that, open it up and drop your 2 clips into a new composition. Once you figure out where you want the transition to happen, pre-compose the 2 layers by hitting Ctrl-Shift-C. Add a motion tile effect and bump the number up in the output width and output height. Be sure to also check off the mirror edges box. Once that's that's done, add a wiggle position effect and keyframe the wiggle speed and wiggle amount so that it becomes more intense as it reaches the transition point, and then bring it back down to normal once it reaches your second shot. The motion tile effect we added prevents seeing the edge of the shot when the wiggle happens. It's a handy little trick if you ever use the wiggle effect for other things. Lastly, we add the echo effect, and make sure it's at the very bottom in your effects control panel because all the effects are applied from top to bottom. Keyframe the number of echoes so that it starts at 0 when the wiggle hasn't started yet. Go to the transition point and then bump that number up to something like 5. Then drop it back down to 0 when the wiggle ends. The echo operator can be changed to whatever that you think looks good, but usually minimum or maximum will give you a trippy effect. When all that's done, hit the spacebar to play it back and admire the insane transition you just made. There you guys have it, 10 music video transitions that are super easy to do. Let me know in the comments what your favorite transition was. Make sure you subscribe to the Olufemi channel so that you don't miss the next video from the other talented creators here, and hitting that bell notification will help as well. If you want to check out what I'm personally up to, my YouTube and my Instagram handles are right there and also in the description below. Otherwise, again, my name is Herman and I'll see you guys in the next one.